you guys can see my shirt, you see that it says Harkins because I'm going to the movies in a little while and this gets me free popcorn. And when I say a little while, I mean like I have to film this video in like 20 minutes. So, and there's a lot of books. So I guess we should get right into it. Book haul. Now I know I said I probably wasn't going to be doing a lot of these, but I actually do have a lot of books. I have 11 books to share with you guys today. And I did not acquire all of these in the month of May. 2 of these I got in the month of April, and then the last one I got yesterday, which was June 1st, which was my birthday, from the library. But all the rest of them I got during May, so that's great. But like I said, I don't have a lot of time, so we are going to jump right into this. I'm going to give you guys very brief descriptions of each of these books, so it takes less time, but let's get into it. So the first book I have, I picked up in April, and that book is Throne of Glass by Sarah J. Maas. As far as I know, it follows an assassin who basically goes into the court, the kingdom's court, and a whole bunch of stuff happens. It's a high fantasy, and I'm planning on reading this entire series this summer, so you guys should look forward to that. But that is all I can say, and I'm really excited to get to this one. The next book I have, I picked up yesterday as part of the Friends of the Library that we have at the front of my local library. And I got it for free because we're doing a summer reading program, and when you sign up, you get a free book. And the book that I chose was The Curious Incident of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon. As far as I know, this follows an autistic kid whose neighbor's dog basically gets killed one night, and he is accused, and he's not really good at human emotions, and suddenly he's trying to figure out what happened to this dog, and it sounded like a really good book. It sounded like the best book that they had, and so I'm really excited to get to this one as well. The next 2 books I got from Half Price Books, and the first one is A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I have also heard really, really good things about this book, and I don't really know a lot about this book other than it follows Connor, whose mother basically just fell ill, and he's been having these dreams every night, and suddenly there's this visitor at his window that wants the truth from him, and I don't really know anything other than that. It sounds really good. I'm excited to get to this one. I'm excited to get to all of these books. I keep saying I'm excited to get to this one. I'm gonna change something up. The next book is Dorothy Must Die by Danielle Page. This book is a retelling of The Wizard of Oz, and instead in this book, Dorothy goes insane, and someone else from Kansas is hired to basically kill her and the other friends. And it sounds really interesting and I've heard good things about this as well, and I am hoping I get to this sometime soon. The next 6 out of 7 books I got on Book Outlet, and the first one was The Apothecary by Mail Malloy, but I saw this on Book Outlet for like $3, and I decided to pick it up because it had really good reviews, and a lot of people like it. And this is a series, there's 3 of these, and it has to do with the Scots family that just moved from LA to London, and their daughter becomes friends with this apothecary and his son, and then one day the apothecary goes missing, and her and the son work together to find out what happens. And that is all that I know about this book, but it seems really interesting, so that's good. The next book I got is Rebel Belle by Rachel Hawkins. This is the first book in the Rebel Belle series. It follows a Southern belle who was born to have a crown on her head, and one day at a dance she has a run-in with something that causes her to gain these supernatural powers, and suddenly her life is being thrust into a different world, and she becomes part of this group called the Paladins, who are basically guardians, and she is instructed to guard this guy, and she starts to fall for this guy, but she also doesn't like this guy, and it's supposed to be really cute and fluffy, and it sounds really interesting, and I saw it on Book Outlet for a very cheap cost, so I thought I'd pick it up because why not? The next book I got was The Wrath in the Dawn by Renee Ahdieh. This is a retelling of 1001 Nights, which I have actually not read, so I don't really know why it's a retelling, but I read part of the story on Barnes & Noble when it first came out. You know how you can like read a couple of pages of a book on Barnes & Noble, you can take like a look inside the book? Yeah, that's what I did, and I kind of got hooked on this book, but then I never picked it up again, because obviously I just wasn't able to. From what I read, it's a really good book, and this is another one that I'm really excited to get to, and I'm going to get to this one soon as well. So we have 4 books left. The next 2 are series, and the first series we have is The Illuminae Files by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. If you guys saw the video that came out yesterday, you guys know that I'm reading Gemina currently, and I've owned this book since April, but I thought that I needed to buy the first one, so I went around and bought the first one on Book Outlet, and I am here to show you guys my gorgeousness. But yeah, I'm currently reading the second one. I absolutely loved Illuminae, and I had to buy it because these books are gorgeous. The last series I have is actually a duology, and that is the Six of Crows duology by Leigh Bardugo. This is a box set that I got on Book Outlet for literally $12. This is why I bought so many books. Look at this. Look at these books. They're hardcover. They're the hardcover versions of these books. It was $12 and there was only 7 of them left, and I had to buy them. My mom thought I was insane when she saw how many books I bought, but I promise you I'm not. And I am obsessed with these books. I'm obsessed with their covers. I've heard so many good things about these books all throughout BookTube, and I am so happy I own them so I can finally read them. And I'm going to be getting to these very, very soon because I've been looking forward to reading these for like over 3 months, 4 months. So yes. But that is all the books that I have for this book haul. If you guys would like to see what any of these books are about, I'm going to leave the Goodreads for all of them down below, so make sure you go check that out. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new here, make sure to stick around. And if you do, I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye!